倒点油吧。有功说你说话啊。
Do you hear that? A baby is being born. Giving birth is definitely a miracle, and they don't call it labor for nothing. I hope to be a mom someday, but I know that giving birth is one of the most painful experiences in somebody's life. So I was curious about what options women have for painless birth in our modern day. I did some research and I found out that actually in China, within the past 5 years, painless birth rate has increased significantly, all because of the painless birth proposal that the doctor has put forth as a member of the CPPCC. So today I want to visit him and talk about his proposal and what options women have for painless birth. Let's go. Hello, Dr. Huang. It's nice to meet you. I'm Marissa.
Okay, nice to meet you too.
So, Dr. Huang, I've heard a lot about your proposal for painless childbirth here in China. And so, my question is, what first initiated you to make this proposal?
Birth delivery, that's really painful process. So if you're talking about the pain, I can tell you different degrees like this. 0 means no pain at all. 10 means the worst or the excruciating pain. For the labor process, the mother is suffering a lot. That's always belong to the severe pain. So this is why I try to help our, the young ladies during the laboring, they can have better experience. On the other hand, you see I'm the CPPCC member. So I have a responsibility to represent the people's feeling and the public concern. I think that's a small question, but it involves so much in the society. 你用了这个分娩镇痛之后，你这次生产的过程，你感觉怎么样？
我感觉不仅是在肉体上有一些这个缓解疼痛，而且在精神上得到了抚慰。
好，那就这么做。
So, Dr. Huang, I'm curious, does your proposal become a law?
It's a law, not a law, it's a policy here in China. In China, the National People's Congress is the highest state power organ, which exercises the authorities to enact the laws. NPC deputies, they are lawmakers. They can submit motions which legally binding once adopted. The Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference is not a state organ, but a top political advisory body. The CPPCC members actually just like various from the different walks of life and ethnic groups in China. One of the important duties of the CPPCC members is to carry out the studies and the surveys on issues of the public concern and report on the social conditions and the public sentiment. Then put forward the opinions and the suggestions to the party and the government.
So, after you give your proposal, what kind of process does it go to become a policy?
You see, we spend a lot of time to investigate and write it down as the formal proposal and send it to the CPPCC. But as soon as the proposal rests, it will send it to the special committee. We call it the Committee for Examining Proposals for the further review and evaluate. So as soon as it is approval, it will send to the relative ministers or commissions for further motion. They will spend a lot of time for investigation and feed it back to our members. After my proposal raised, only 6 months later, the National Health Commission just announced the official document, encourage us to have more the labor analgesia in clinical practice. Across the country, the National Health Commission set up 912 medical centers as the labor analgesia basis.
我们是这样，就是如果要是做分娩镇痛的话，我们是从腰椎那儿做一个那个麻醉，看身体能不能感觉。如果你觉得疼痛很厉害的话，我们也可以提供分娩镇痛。After 5 years, right now, across the country, labor analgesia rate is already count for the 53%. 这个地方是属于你们的，你们至少有一个家。所以什么意思？一个是自己努力，一个是你们相互学习。大家要相互学习、相互讨论、相互分享。
So Dr. Huang, I'm looking at all of your photos here, and I'm just wondering what's the story of your board? What's all of this about?
Oh, many they're just a student of mine. They are postdoctoral research fellows, and they are, the very excellent younger generation. They are the fresh blood. They are also the future of us. I'm just a doctor. I'm a teacher. I'm the CPPCC member. But I can do a lot. I can help the peoples a lot. When we raise an issue, if it is really can help the people or represent the people's opinion and their needs, we always can get the government support and the positive reply. So I think that's the advantage of our country, and it's also the Chinese style democracy. So I'm really proud of living and working here and enjoy everything we have in our hands.
After talking to Dr. Huang, I think my perspective has definitely changed. Different countries have different definitions of democracy, with China having its own idea with the implementation of the CPPCC and their responsibility to seek out and find solutions to common problems citizens encounter. On that note, I want to thank Dr. Huang again by doing his part in representing the people through his painless birth proposal, which has already benefited many women since its inception by giving them a more positive and safe birth experience.